Hi everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading, and I think this is one of people's favorites. It's what is my next relationship, or what's my next love partner, love interest is going to be like. Okay, what's he or she going to be like? We'll figure out their personality, possibly their work, like career, when or how you guys are gonna meet. Okay, I'll try to give you as much information as possible with the cards. I have 4 different piles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will actually do a little bit of shuffling on video, because these oracle cards, I only have 1 deck, so I want to have the full deck for you so that you could take advantage of the full deck instead of just partial deck, right? So tarot cards, I have lots of decks, so that's why we have 4 different piles drawn out already. And so, you know, pick the piles that you resonate with most, pile or piles. Maybe if you're feeling drawn to 2 different piles, maybe they're messages for both. And as I just wanted to mention that it is a general reading, so if a certain message doesn't resonate, then maybe that message is not for you, because it might fit somebody else, but it's just not for you. So just take what resonates. Okay. Timestamps are in the description box below. If you need a little bit more time, you can pause the video. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video if you like them. And turn on the notification bell as well, so that you wouldn't be notified for future readings. And let's start with pile number 1. All right, pile number 1. Sorry, the table is kind of wobbly, so we'll read the tarot in a bit. Let's draw the cards out first. Okay, so for pile number 1, you got, okay, let's have the tarot cards. You have 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Okay, actually, let's do this. And then these ones, we have pessimistic, stubborn, Pacific Islander, younger than you. That's interesting. Optimistic. Oh, we have okay. Over here we have street smart, muscular, and soft-spoken. Okay, you guys got a lot of these cards. Okay, so, and then we have advocate, visionary, goddess, damsel, and beggar. Planets, we have the sun, 2nd house, and joy. And then over here we have quill, sun, shield, bag, and Crown. All right, so okay, these cards are when you'll meet this person. So we'll take a look at these ones last. Okay, so first of all, we have these characteristics. We have a lot of like opposites. Okay, so we have the pessimistic and optimistic. So I take it that for some of you guys that chose pile number 1, I think you have like complete different tasting men or women. Okay, so some of you, your partner is going to be pessimistic, super pessimistic. The other ones are going to be optimistic. But then I also get the message that some of you, it's a mix of optimistic and pessimistic. Okay, it's a mix of that. And then we have younger than you, but then we have 2 kings. Okay, so that's also an opposite as well, because when I see kings, I would say that your person might be older than you. Okay, is going to be older than you, but then we have a younger than you as well. So then I would say that it's going to be a plus and minus, maybe about 5 years age difference. Okay, five-ish. I don't think it will be like a whole lot of like age difference. So it's not going to be like, 10 plus age difference. It's going to be like, more like plus minus 5, maybe 7 at the most. Okay. All right, so then we have street smart, muscular, soft-spoken, and stubborn, and Pacific Islanders. So these ones, take what resonates, okay, for you, because it might not apply. Your person might not have all of these characteristics because it is a general reading, but we do have these. They might have some of these personalities, okay, or traits. Now, the next thing I want to mention over here, we have the tarot cards. I feel like your person is very, very, okay. With the younger than you, even though they might be younger than you, I think they have a lot of life experience, okay? Even if they're younger than you, you're going to feel like they're very mature, okay? They're very... They seem older than the people at their age. Okay, so like if it's like a 25-year-old, you might feel like maybe they're in their 30s or something like that. Okay, so even though they're younger than you, you're gonna feel like they're a lot more mature than the people that are the same age as them. Okay, so that's another message as well. Okay, so with the kings, like we said before, it could be an age thing, but it could also just be their personality. They're very mature. With the King of Pentacles, they like to give, to be practical. That's one of the things, okay? They're very practical. We have the Pentacles, 2 of them. And then also this person is, like when they give you stuff, or when they give, it's something tangible, something that you can feel and hold on to. Okay, so it could be very materialistic, but it could be something like very practical, like you could really like feel it. How, for example, like this person is passionate, but that's only like an emotion or feeling, right? But this pentacle thing is like they'll give you you'll feel really safe around them. Okay, something that is very grounding. Okay, King of Wands, they're very passionate. So they're mature, but yet they're very passionate. Okay, they probably have an idea, because the combination of these, I feel like they have an idea of who they want to be, what they want to be. Even if they're younger than you, they have like their lifelong goals set. And then now they're just moving towards that goal and that path. 7 of Pentacles is the same thing. Once they decide that this person or this is what they want, okay, there is going to put in all of their effort into it, and then just wait for it to prosper. Wait for it to grow into things. And then I don't feel like they're the kind of person that easily give up. Nine of Cups, I feel like with these two right next to each other, because we do have the Ten of Swords, like I said earlier, this person experienced a lot of things in their life. They've experienced a lot of backstabbing. They experienced a lot of really horrible things in life. They've seen a lot of things, and I think this is the reason why with the three of these cards together and the younger than you, I really do feel like this person has a very mature vibe. And maybe with this card in particular, that's why the pessimistic. And then over here we have the Nine of Cups, but it's the optimistic. I feel like this person has a really strong combination of both features. I mean, that's very human, right? We can't, if it's just like purely pessimistic, that's very 2D, and purely optimistic, that's kind of 2D as well, right? But people are a lot more complicated than that. So I feel like with their Ten of Swords, so they actually see things. They always assume the worst. I feel that's what with the pessimistic cards, okay? They assume the worst in things every time because they've experienced a lot of maybe betrayals, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of everything. But they always pick themselves back up and just like push forward with things if they're very passionate about, and then they don't stop until they see things materialize, okay? And with that energy, in that case, even though it's like when they assume the worst, it's like, okay, that's the worst case. Can I handle it? If I can, then I'm going to push forward no matter what. Nothing will stop me. And in that way, you can also see that it's a little bit optimistic about it. And Nine of Cups, they know how to satisfy themselves. They know how to fill their own cups, right? And I feel with this, it's that optimistic. It's like right after this, like they pick themselves back up. They know what they want, and now they're just gonna go for it and do it. And Three of Cups, celebration. I feel like this person has they have very good interpersonal relationship with people. They're very good at they're very skilled at interpersonal relationship, okay? They're the kind of person that would think before they speak. I know we only have one Swords card, and I feel like because of this kind of experiences before, and then over here with the Two Kings, they really would think before they act. And I think this is the reason why people like to spend time with them. They have a lot of friends. Like they do like to go party. They would spend time with people. They're not like the loner type, okay? Because over here, if without this cup, I would say they're a lot more like a loner type. They would stick to themselves. They push forward. They're maybe a workaholic, that type of person. But no, they know how to balance work and with people. They would still go out and have fun. And maybe these two cards are really gives me that a little bit of that optimistic. People like when people are hanging around them, they don't feel the darker side of them. They feel the genuine, optimistic, happy, caring, okay, type of vibe. That side of the personality, okay? So with like a lot of these opposites going on, I feel like besides you don't have any of the signs. So I feel a very strong Gemini energy, okay? Maybe Pisces as well. What else? Let's see. Gemini, Pisces. Those are stronger. I want to say Virgo and Sagittarius, but those are a little bit less. I feel stronger with the Gemini and the Pisces energy, okay? All right, so since we're talking about the signs, we'll talk about these ones. So we have the Sun and the Venus and the second house. So your person might have the Sun in second house or the Venus in second house, okay? What does that mean? if you're not familiar with astrology. So with the sun in second house is governing money, which is very interesting. We have the pentacles, we have 2 pentacles and the king of pentacles. We talked about that. So finance is very important to this person, very practical. Again, we talked about that earlier as well, because this is governed by Taurus. Okay, so very practical, very money oriented, very materialistic oriented. The difference between because that's very interesting too, because we have Venus, which is the guardian planet for Taurus as well as Libra. And I was just gonna say the difference between a Taurus and a Libra is that Taurus very values a lot more about material things, or the quality of things. Okay, see, if it's a Libra, not that they don't care about quality, but they also enjoy a lot of these, like hanging out with friends, about balance, and then they care more about a little bit more about quantity than quality, I would say. But Taurus definitely quality over quantity. And then like I said before, if we didn't have this 3 of Cups, I feel this is a lot more like that workaholic loner type of energy. Not that I'm saying Taurus is like that, but they do care about more like working, putting, doing things, putting in the effort and getting things back, right? They don't believe in free lunches. Okay, they don't believe like things would just fall from the sky. They believe in working hard and get what they want. So your person has a very strong vibe of that. Okay, so sun, so your person might have a sun in Taurus or Libra as well. Okay, now that we have these the Venus. Okay, maybe a little bit of Leo as well, just because we have the sun. Okay, what else? So with the sun in second house, so your person, we already mentioned so about the practical stuff. Sorry, I'm like there's like a lot of stuff going on. I'm getting like a lot of vibes bombarded. Okay, so with the Venus in second house, now we talked about Taurus. Venus is the guardian planet for Taurus. So now we have Venus falling in second house, which is like a very comfortable state for Venus. So again, that's that practical vibe. They value material and practical things even more. Okay, even more, especially if your person has the sun and Venus falling into second house. Okay, now we might even have a Libra falling, because the guardian planet for Venus is also Libra. So if we have Libra in second house, then this person not only will have a little bit not only have that practical sense of things or valuing the material things, they will also care about balance. Again, we talked about that as well. This person knows how to work and also balance it with their interpersonal relationship with other people. They like to do things peacefully. Okay, they have a very easygoing vibe. So Libra men and Libra women is a little bit different. So Libra men, I would say it's a lot more easygoing. Not that I'm saying women are not as easygoing, but Libra men is a little bit more easygoing. Libra women, they would be a little bit more calculating. Okay, they would really weigh things out a lot more. And then also with the Venus, and they might spend a lot more money, whether it's a man or women, but women more, is that they might spend a lot of their money on making themselves looking pretty. Okay, they care about how people see them, how they look. Okay, so that's that. Maybe that's why we have the muscular. They really care about how people view them. Okay, so now we have the beggar damsel. This person might be artistic. Let's see, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires. Okay, just kidding. I was gonna say I thought this was the artistic one, but no, this is about healthy romance. So yes, we talked about that Libra energy, the balancing of things, and then things need to be really healthy, okay? Looking after, inspire you to rely on yourself. Yes, we talked about that as well. That Taurus is like, they don't believe in, you know, just things falling into sky. They rely heavily on themselves to fulfill whatever they want to fulfill. Okay, their dreams, their passion, even when they go after people that they are interested in, okay? Love interest, I meant. Beggar, I feel like they always feel like things, there's some kind of, I mean, this is about humility. So they're very humble. Okay, even though they might reach like a certain state of status in life, they will always be very humble, and I feel like that's the reason why people like to be with them. They don't give off that stuck up vibe, okay? They always feel very humble, but at the same time over here, beggar, I also feel like this person might always feel like there's a lack of something, and that's why they are constantly pursuing after something, okay? There's constantly a need to work hard so that they can get what they want. Goddess, that's very interesting because we talk about the Venus over here, right? Venus is very goddessly or godlike. They care about what people, how other people see them. They want to feel like they're super elegant. They want people to see them as this mature, elegant, easygoing, good-looking person. I mean, when I say good-looking, it doesn't mean that you have to be like physically good-looking or just what like beauty, what considers like beauty to people, but I meant good-looking as like very clean-cut, like people feel comfy when they're around them, like that kind of good looking. Like you don't feel like they're a scumbag type of good looking, okay? Visionary, so they definitely see things and then they would go after it, right? Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, right? Visionary. So once they set their goal, I feel like they actually see things with the visionary card. They really do see things before other people see them, and then that's when they go after. So see the Seven of Pentacles, when nobody believe in them, they're willing to put in the work and just wait for it to prosper, and then that's when people are like, and when people see something already, when it's like this king energy and the Nine of Cups energy, people are already like, how do you know? Like this kind of reminds me of like a little bit of that Tesla energy vibe, right? Or even like Tesla as in Nikola Tesla, but also Tesla the car, the owner, what's his name? I just forgot. But you know what I meant, like that owner, like they see things ahead of their time, and then also maybe like Steve Jobs or something, right? That right? Advocate, they would advocate. They're very supportive. Okay, inspire you to put compassion into action, right? So they're very compassionate. I feel like they're very empathetic. Venus card. Right, they spread advocate and goddess. Like I just feel like they help people, but I don't feel like they are the type of person, again, the humble card, I don't feel like they're the type of person that would like, tell people like, oh my god, I just donated this amount of money to like this charity, I just did this for this person, I just volunteer. No, they would do all these things like secretively. They would just do things because it makes them feel good, but they're not asking things for return, right? They don't ask things for return. They just want to do it for the good of themselves. And I feel like they also understand the value of giving back. And I was just looking at the stubborn card. The Taurus energy does have that very stubborn. Okay, but you can see it as a bad thing, but you can see it as a good thing. Like we said earlier, that once they set their goal and they know what they want, they're just gonna go after it, and nobody can deter them from their path. And that's stubborn as well, but that's a lot of quality that a leader possess, right? like what we mentioned earlier, like Tesla or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or whatever, okay? Those like leader people, visionaries. They believe in themselves, and they believe that they can make things happen, right? With or without support. If you believe me and you want to help me, that's great. But if you don't, I don't really care. Because, you know, sometimes when you have people that say they believe in you and they say they're going to help you and they ended up backstabbing you, or they ended up just, you know, can't keep up with their words and just leave. So they believe that the only person that is reliable is themselves. All right, so now we get to over here. We have the crown. Okay, we definitely honor and respect will come to you. See, we have two king energy, and then we have the crown. Definitely, they're a leader type. They're a leadership type, okay? And then over here, we have bag, something important, such a new job or a raise. So I feel with the bag is like money, right? Like you carry valuable things in a bag. So this person definitely owns a lot of like, not only like materialist things, like tangible, like money, putting it into a bag, but I think like wisdom as well, because we have the crown and then we have the two of the kings, and then all these life experiences that they have experienced. That's like in a bag as well, right? But it's just an invisible bag. It's all in their brain, right? They embodied it. Over here we have the shield. You need to defend yourself. Yeah, that's 10 of swords. But you know, the thing is, with the 9 of cups and the 3 of cups coming after it, okay, or just the combination of these, yes, they, after all of these like bad experiences and backstabbing, or just like all of these betrayals and stuff like that, they do put up a shield. They know how to protect themselves a little bit better now. However, they're not the type of person that's going to shut people out completely. They'll give people a chance. They'll if somebody like betrayed them or like did something bad, they might give them one chance, okay, to redeem themselves. And if they like, that person proved to be untrustworthy, unworthy of their trust, then that's when they're going to cut them out. Okay, they're a king. They're not afraid to do what is right. Again, I said they're not afraid to be a loner. If that Libra energy again, okay? So what Libra energy is all about, justice, it's about balance, but it's also like what is in it for me, a little bit of that as well. I do feel like Libra people are a little like that. They do value themselves a lot more. They put themselves in front of other people. I know a lot of Libras are out there is going to be like, no, but yeah, it's true. Once you've learned all these life experiences, life lessons, yes, you're going to learn that you're going to put yourself in front of other people, okay? And you believe in yourself instead of putting so much trust in other people, okay? But you find that balance. And again, people like being with you because you are fair. You'll treat people the way they treat you. That's very Libra. Sorry, somebody just called. So got interrupted. All right, so as we were talking about the quill, getting back to the basics, it's about, I feel like this is that Taurus energy about like working very hard, but trusting yourself and just like going from the very basics. Okay, they don't believe in things falling from the sky. They will just work from the ground up. It's kind of that 7 of Pentacles energy as well, putting in the seed, watering it, waiting for it to grow. Okay, and then the sun, happiness and well-being. We have 2 sun card, so that optimistic energy, right? That optimistic energy. So they assume the worst, but they try to see things on the brighter side. Like I said, they would give people another chance to prove themselves. If they did something wrong, they'll give them a chance. But if again they make that same stupid mistakes again, then that's when they're like, okay, enough, right? All right, so that's what I see for your person, energy and personality. Oh yeah, we want to see what their career's like. I feel like it could be any type of career, but maybe mostly like maybe in the finance related. Okay, but I feel like maybe because of the visionary, they could also be in some kind of a technology company, something, or maybe they're just like an inventor. They could be an entrepreneur. They have their own company, right? Let's see. Yep. Definitely a leadership type. If they open their own company, obviously they're the owner of their own company. But if they work for somebody, they're in probably a quite high position. I don't know. I'm hearing like vice president, VPs. Okay, if not VPs, because they might be, because of age-wise, they might be managers. But I really doubt. I sometimes don't think like it. Age doesn't mean anything. It's your experience that counts, right? So I feel like this person experienced a lot, so they could be a VP at a very young age, right? So all right, now this is when you'll see this person. This is the timing of things. Okay, so let's see what you have. We have reconsider. Okay, that's interesting. We have within the next few months, and then be assertive. I originally wanted 2 cards, but 3 cards fell out, so I took all 3. I feel like with the reconsider card is when will you meet this person? So we do have a timing card right here within the next few months. So for some of you, you are going to meet this person within the next few months, so it's going to be coming up pretty quickly, so you probably want to be on the lookout for it. Okay, and then with these 2 other cards, there this possibility of like with the reconsider, I feel like what this is telling me, or what the vibe I'm getting, is that for pile number 1, some of you might be still stuck in a previous relationship, maybe a past lover or ex or somebody, or even just a crush. Okay, somebody else that you're thinking about right now. Maybe you have somebody in mind, and then it's telling you to reconsider the not the person that you have in mind, but somebody else. Okay, this new person. That's one of the possibility. Okay, so if it doesn't resonate, then forget about that. But if it does, then take that within the next few months. And then over here, be assertive. I feel like for another for some of you guys out there, be assertive means like you'll meet this person when you learn, when you the people, the avivs watching the videos, okay, when you when you become more assertive, when you become, I guess maybe for pile number 1, for some of you guys there, or girls, guys, you are quite shy, or maybe you don't know what you really want. Okay, so you need to figure out, what do you want? Okay, does any of these things I just talked about, do you feel like, oh my god, this is like the kind of person I want? Is there any additional things that maybe you're looking into a partner? Be assertive, know what you want, and then when you meet this person, I feel like this person probably appreciate somebody who's a lot more assertive. Okay, speak their mind, and especially if you're very smart, okay, pile number 1 avivs, if you're very smart, I feel your person is going to appreciate that very, very much. Like somebody who is smart, somebody that they can bounce ideas around and talk about things and share emotional things together. I don't feel like they open up to a lot of people, but if you can open up and then have them open up to you, you're halfway there. Okay, you're halfway there. Because we do have soft spoken, not that they're very soft spoken, like they're like, but for female they might be, soft spoken, like very like womanly, but for men, the soft spoken, I really do feel like they're not the type of person that they speak a lot. So it could be the actual, like, they're very soft spoken, but it could also be that they're just not the kind of person that they keep to themselves a little bit. So once if you can get them to open up to you, I really think that's like you're halfway to the success of your relationship. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 1. Let me know how this resonates with you by leaving in the comment section below, or if you have anything that you want to share with me, that I would love to read it. Okay, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video, and turn on that notification bell if you want to be notified for next for new pick a card readings, pick a card videos. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so for pile number 2, we are going to start drawing cards. Okay, so let's take a look at what you got for your cards. Tanned skin, Asian, thoughtful, average, pale complexion, gentle, and passive. Okay, your tarot cards, we have the 8 of Wands, we have the Tower, we have the Sun, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Empress. Okay, and then we have Lover, Prince, oh nice, Queen, Slave, and Healer. Wow, okay. And then over here, the houses, we have Leo, 6th house, and 9th house. Okay. And then the tea leaf card, we have Crown again. Okay, Spear, Eagle, Rabbit. We have a few Basket. We have Whale, and we have the Caterpillar. Okay. Now we have 2 of these cards. That's for when you'll meet this person, and we'll talk about that at the end of the reading. Let me take a look. All right, so we're gonna start with all these traits over here. We have the tan skin. Okay, so we have 2 different types. We have the tan skin and the pale complexion. So those are 2 different, like 2 opposites. So for pile number 2, I feel like there's like various messages for different groups of people. So for some of you, your person might be tanned skin. Some of you might be pale complexion. There is Asian over here. It could literally mean like an Asian person, okay, from Asian descent. Asia, it could, it actually encompasses a lot of various nationalities. So it could be, you know, like what we know, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, could be also like India, right? Anywhere in Asia. I would also include Eurasia as well, because that's Asia. Eurasia, so like Russia, okay, those countries that's in Europe but close to Asia. Could also be there's your person might have an Asian descent, so like a mix. Okay, I do have like a card where it's like a mixed race or something like that, but it just means that your person might be like 100% Asian, but or Eurasian, or like a mixed of with a little bit of Asian somewhere. Okay. I also got a message that you might also meet your next relationship in Asia. Okay, literally Asia. I know if you watch the video during like this whole pandemic thing, like traveling is a little bit hard, but if you actually found this video way after, okay, so there is that possibility where that could be where you might meet this person is in Asia. Okay, Eurasia, Asia. Okay, so this person is I feel like that's very interesting. Thoughtful, gentle and caring, passive kind of. So these two are very similar. They're very thoughtful, they're gentle, and they're caring. That's amazing quality to have, right? And then over here, passive. So they're not the aggressive kind. So that's why I feel like all three have like very similar quality as well. They're not very aggressive. They're a little bit passive. So for your person, in order, not that they're not, you know, action oriented, but I just feel like with that passive energy is that they think a lot. So maybe if there are 10 things on their to-do list, they'll do like 1 or 2 things. So they're very slow. They might procrastinate a little bit, okay? But in general, they're very thoughtful, very gentle and caring. Which is very interesting. So this is also a mixed message as well. With the passive, we have the Sun, we have the 8 of Wands, right? So with these two energy, that's a lot more like fast moving, fast pacing kind of energy, sorry. So for some of you guys' person or you girls' person, your person might be a little bit more passive. Like I said, with the 10 things on their to-do list, they might do 1 or 2 things. Okay, they're just very slow at accomplishing things. But for some of you, your person will be like the way opposite. They're like super fast-paced, kind of impatient. With the passive, this person might be a little bit more patient with things because, you know, they're just like, they're slow. Okay, with these two, they're just going to be that complete opposite where they're very fast moving. They could be impatient. Okay, they like to get things done. They like to see results right away. Okay, so there's that energy as well. Or maybe for some of you, the passive would just be like things that they're not very interested in. They'll be a lot more passive, okay? Or they're not the type of person that will pick up fights with other people. They'll just like let things pass. They're like, it's okay, it's all right, it's fine. Kind of like these Empress energy, okay? Which means that this person is like, everything is like peace. Okay, like I don't want to stir up like unnecessary trouble. Okay, they're not very dramatic, although we do have the Tower card. Okay, so we do have a little bit of that dramatic tendency. Also with the Sun being like that Leo energy, the dramatic energy, they do like that a little bit sometimes. But in general, they like the Empress, peace. Very creative. We have the Empress and the Swords together, so they're very creative. They might be very artsy as well, okay? They might be working in an entertainment industry because we have the sun, the Leo. We have the Leo over here as well, which is governed by the fifth. The fifth house is about, you know, entertainment, about children. It's also the house of the entertainment, the children, and then what's the other one? Oh, love, right? So Empress, very loving. We have the Venus right here. The Venus card. They're full of ideas. Okay. See, with this card combined with the sun, which is almost giving me that Emperor vibe as well, right? The Lion King, that king energy. So I feel like your next person, you'll feel like your person is the counterpart of you. You feel that equal energy, that very equal give and take. You guys are a very good match to each other. You match each other's energy. And also the yin and the yang. So you complement each other as well. Very good at communication, very curious, that curiosity. Page of Swords, your person is very curious, very they like to talk to people, they like to make conversations. Combined with this Eight of Wands, right? Action, messages with the swords. So curiosity, messages. They also could be, I have a vibe of like journalist or reporter, writer, blogger, author, script writer might be that too, because I do have that dramatic feel as well. Okay, so maybe they're passive in their personality, but then when they write, like, you would never guess, like, they write really passionately, they write really dramatic stuff, you know. The Tower, so maybe they're always really passive, but then once in a while they'll like burst, like this Tower moment, because it's like all of a sudden, right, come crashing down. So like usually they'll be like this really peaceful, happy, bright, shiny person, but when you really like step into their boundary, or, you know, crossing that line, they would just burst out or crack like that, like lightning. You'll feel like you won't even know what hit you. You're like, what just happened, right? I feel like that's like a very Capricorn energy, okay? Because Capricorn has very high tolerance. They can just, you know, put things like down, and it's like, all right, it's okay. I could handle it. And then when they are all filled up 110%, they'll like burst. Leo is a little bit like that too, because they are very, you know, happy. Sorry, my dog. Okay. Somebody's outside. So they're very happy, vibrant, but when you cross the line, or when you don't give them that, like you make them lose face in front of people or something like that, they're not going to burst in front of people, but they're going to do it when you get home, right? Because it's like in the dark. So it's not something that people usually see. So because you are in a relationship with them, so you will see that side of them, the crazy, lightning, stormy side. But in general, you know, they're gentle, caring, and thoughtful. I just want to say that because they're a lover. Okay. They are, we have the Queen right here. Prince. you got a lot. Your person is very romantic because, it's very Leo energy as well. They're dramatic, as in like they just do things really crazy and really like they'll fulfill all of your fantasies. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. If you're looking for like, marriage proposal with balloon flying across the sky or something, or crazy, I'm just seeing like Times Square, they'll rent out if they can afford it. They'll put up like marry me or something like that, or will you be with me? Not even a marriage proposal, maybe just like asking you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend. They'll like rent out that screen and then put that thing up. Or they'll just like, if maybe female, they just ask like get your friends and throw like something like really surprising, very romantic stuff, anything like out of the ordinary, like you won't even think of. That tower, right? Something very surprising. This person likes surprises, or they like to throw surprises. Okay, the lover card, very loving, great compassion, devotion, gentle, caring, thoughtful. The prince over here, we have romantic charm and potential for power. Right? Potential for power has that Leo energy as well. Over here, we have the Page of Swords. I do have to mention for pile number 2, for some of you guys, your person might be a lot younger than you. Also, we have the Empress as well. So could be the same age, but could also be a lot younger than you. I would say like 7+ years difference. Okay, there's that possibility because we have the Queen as well. So 7 plus minus 7 or more age difference. Okay. We have the Slave. This person loves to serve people. They like to be of service to people. Once they fall in love, I'm seeing like they can be your slave. You can slave them around and they would be happy to do anything for you. Okay, but don't take advantage of people. Don't take advantage of their slaving quality. Okay, when they fall in love, still give them back a little bit, right? And then over here we have the healing, the healer. So they're very compassionate, sympathetic, empathetic. They know, they can feel you when you're down. They can sense it. Okay, they know what to say. Sometimes when you're in a relationship and when you're like complaining about something, or maybe when you're really sad, you're not looking to solve a problem. You're just looking for someone to hear you out. And then there's the type of person who's like trying to figure things out for you, like trying to find a solution, but that's not what you're looking for. And you're like, frustrated, but this person knows what you want. So they know when you say certain thing, that's like, okay, you're asking for help, like asking for solutions. But when you act or feel a certain way, they know that you're just looking for some comforting words. They just want, or if maybe not even words, you're looking for like a hug, or just like comfortness, that type of energy. Okay, so great quality this person is having, and I feel like because they're curious, so they're not going to withhold information. They're a very good communicator as well. Okay, we have this energy, and then the Venus card over here, the Venus energy, which is that Libra and Taurus. Libra is very good. They govern the 7th house, which is the relationship. So they would be very good at talking things out, balancing out the relationship. So now your person might have Leo in the 6th house or Leo in the 9th house. The 9th house is the governing long journeys, philosophy, because it's the house for Sagittarius. The 6th house is the Virgo. Okay, it's about servicing other people. So again, like we said earlier, they love to serve people. Okay, and they probably loves to travel. They love traveling. They like things philosophical. They like to explore big ideas. Again, the Page of Swords, they're very, very curious. Lots of fiery energy because we have the 9th house, the Leo, right? And then we have the Wands over here. And the Tower gives me that lightning energy as well. So with the Leo in the 6th house, what does that mean? So I think this person will shine when they work. So when they work, when they service other people, you're gonna see people love working with them. They are like a leader in their workforce. Okay, people love working with them. You might find them super charismatic when they work. Okay. What else? And they do it in a different way. They're not like, because it's the Virgo people would just like do it, kind of like, they don't talk, they just work, right? Very serious type of energy. But with the Leo, they make work seem so fun. You love working with them. If you are working with this person, that's where you meet this person. So there's the possibility of meeting this person through work, or maybe, like I said, when you travel. And it's a long travel, not like a short-term travel, possibly too, but this person loves to travel. Okay, so most likely you might meet this person at an airport or on the plane, or maybe when you visit a different country. I don't know, I'm hearing library as well, just because they're very thoughtful. They like to think, they like to explore various type of ideas. Okay, very philosophical. So you might even meet this person through school, higher education. With Leo in 9th house, what does that mean? This 9th house is again, it's about like philosophical stuff, and long journeys, like long-term traveling. Let's see, long range thinking as well. So with the Leo in the 9th house, that means they would just, like I said earlier, they would love to travel. They're very passionate about that. Instead of see, with the Sagittarius in 9th house, they like to do things more like dogmatically, or they like to teach you things, because Sagittarius have that tendency. But with the Leo, again, they would make it very fun. So you would love to talk to them about things like big ideas, anything. And they make it fun. They make it dramatic. They make it loving. You feel like they love life, like shiny, like think of the sun. Okay. Again, this person also might have sun in Leo as well, because we have the sun over here, and Leo is the sun's energy. Okay, so let's see. Now we have the tea leaves, the crown. This person is honor and respect will come to you. This person is probably at a very a high position at work, right? Because they do love to work. So if they work, people love working with them. So it's to them, it's not hard to gain like a really high respect and honor. Even if they're not in a higher like position in work or anything, people generally just really respect them, really honor them, because they're very intelligent, they're very loving, they just like, people like to be with them. And again, the healing energy as well. So yeah, they very honorable, very respectable. We have the Spirit over here, which is very interesting, because we have the heartache over what you no longer have. I feel like this person, yes, okay, I get it. With the Leo and the Sun, we talked about it. It's governed by the 5th house, the love, like love. the house of love, the house of entertainment and art, right? So since it's the house of love, this person loves to fall in love with love. This person loves to be in a relationship with other people. They love, I feel like your next relationship, your next person, they probably in between relationships. So if they break up with somebody, they're going to quickly fall in love with another person. They're not going to have a lot of like space in between their relationships. Okay, they just like, they love to be in love. Okay, so they probably experience a lot of heartache as well. So they're very experienced in the area of love. The lover, right? The prince, romantic. They're just a romantic person. They love to be in a relationship. They love to be with people. So they experience a lot of heartache, but that doesn't deter them from, you know, falling in love again. Maybe that's the Tower card as well. They experience this tower moment, crumbling down, but then building back up. So yes, and maybe this is the reason why they're a healer. They've experienced a lot of heartache, so they know how to heal themselves and heal other people. So your person might also be like a relationship coach because they have so many experiences in love. They know how to deal with people. They know how to teach people. Maybe this is the 9th house as well, like higher education. They teach people how to handle partners, relationships. I'm hearing like the movie Hitch, you know, that love expert. Okay, so it's kind of like that. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. This person overcomes trouble. Like I said, the Tower, they experience a lot of these towering moments, but then they'll build themselves back up. They're not afraid of failure. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Yep, what did I say earlier? They are in love with love. This is also, 5th house is also about sexuality as well. So Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. They are very drawn to people who are very sexy, very sexual. The Lover card, right? Or you are very drawn to them because they are very, very, very sexual. And whenever you see them, you just want to push them onto the bed. Right? Or just like kiss them and have fun with them, like naughty fun. Okay, recognition, reward for merit. I feel like this one and this one goes hand in hand. Honor and respect, so then you get recognition, right? So this person is recognized either for their loving quality, their very romantic quality, and also, you know, just at work, people recognize them being a leader, they value their service, right? The slave. Whoever hires, like whichever company that hires your person, they feel like, oh, I don't even know how our company was like without you before, right? That type of energy. Like this person knows how to gain, like Leo, they are always in the spotlight, so they definitely will be recognized for whatever they do. Okay. Great worry over nothing. The Whale is great worry over nothing. I feel like sometimes, okay, the Tower, so they do have like things that maybe the thoughtful energy, right? They start to worry about things when you think a lot. This Page of Swords, when you think a lot, you start to worry about things. But I think they would quickly overcome that energy because of the Sun, okay, the Leo energy. So, and then triumph over trouble and obstacles. So like they'll worry about things, but then they'll quickly get over it and get on with their life, and whatever obstacles come in their way, they'll just like overcome it. They'll think of a solution and do it. I feel like they're generally pretty lucky people, even though they've, you know, had a lot of heartache, had a lot of like the heartache doesn't only applies to relationship, but just like anything, they've probably experienced a lot of things, like maybe deaths as well, like or just like things that they have, you know, sorrow, just like a lot of life experiences. That heartache could also be that as well. So caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So caterpillar, transformation. So they're always transforming. They're very hard to grasp. I feel like that very strong Gemini energy as well. You never know what their next step is. That Tower energy as well. Like they would all of a sudden do something that's very surprising to you. They love surprises, and they like to give surprises as well. So they're always constantly changing. A little bit of Sagittarius energy, a lot of Gemini energy. They're always shifting and changing. You can never guess what they want, which is, I think that's a lot of fun, right? So that's why people love working with them, because they're so much fun to work with. Like you're always looking forward to what they have to say, what they are going to do, right? All right, so that's the energy I get for pile number 2. I feel like your person is like a Don Juan or something. Casablanca. All right, so now when are you going to meet this person? This is these 2 cards, and we have let go and it's up to you. That's interesting. So for pile number 2, I feel like this 2 cards is telling one message, which is that you might be stuck with a person, like somebody, whoever you have in mind. Maybe you have a person in mind right now. You might have to let that go. You can't have any preconceived idea. And also it's up to you. So I feel like whenever you're ready, you'll meet this person. With this one, I almost feel like also there's that possibility that this person is already around you. So it's one or the other. Together, it could be like let go of these preconceived idea, or maybe an ex that you're thinking about, okay? But but there's another message, which is that it's up to you, which that means like whenever you're ready, this person will appear. Or this person already is close to you, by you. You already know this person, okay? You already know this person, and it's just up to you if you want to make that move, because this person might be a little passive, okay? They might not be that aggressive. There might be somebody that's like showing their affection to you, but kind of in a subtle way. But once you fall in love with this person will give all of their love to you. So give them a chance. I feel like there's that energy of like giving this person a chance just to see. This person might not fulfill, like, maybe because if this person is already around you, it might be because like you feel like this person is not your type. But I feel like you should give them a chance. So yeah, there is that so there's, when will you meet this person is when you let go of some sort of a preconceived idea, or maybe when you let go of your ex, and when you're ready, you'll meet this person. And also this person might be, so there's 4 different possibilities, okay? So the 4th one is when this person is already around you. You just have to give them a chance. Okay, just have to give them a chance. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 2. Let me know if this resonated with you, or you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video. And you can turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I have future readings and videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. for pile number 3. We'll read your tarot in a little bit. Okay, so for pile number 3, let's see what you have. We have older than you, we have active, we have book smart, we have mixed race, nice, we have dark skin tone, and we have easygoing. All right, so we have Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, we have Four of Wands in reverse, we have 10 of Pentacles, we have Magician in reverse, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have 2 Knight cards. Lots of Wands. Very interesting. It says it's older than you. I feel like it's the same age or older than you, okay? Because we have 2 Knights. So I feel like this person might be, you know, around the same age and or older than you. So plus or minus like 2-3 years. No more than maybe 5 years or so, okay? Now let's take a look at, these are your timing cards. So when will you meet this person? So we'll take a look at that later. We have the child nature, okay? Friendships with animals, communication with natural nature spirits. We have angel. Oh, these 2 are like really like kind of correlate with each other. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. Companion. Oh, loyalty, tenacity, and self. Wow, all 3 cards are talking about the same message. That's crazy. Okay. Now we have over here, we have Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, and then we have Neptune. Neptune kind of correlates with these 2, 3. Like when I was looking at this, I was like, Pisces energy. And then we have Neptune. All right, so now we have scissors. We have teardrops. Sad. Success. You're the only group so far that has actually a time card. March. Rabbit. Interesting. Rabbit. Last pile got rabbit as well, and it says it's too much concern with sexual matters. Yep, you have so many wands card. That's funny. Okay. All right, so for pile number 3, we have older than you, active, book smart, mixed race, dark skin tone, and easygoing. Again, not what I say with this pile, you know, take what resonates. So not all message will apply, just, right? If, for example, if like dark skin tone, no, that I like lighter skin tone for some reason, then maybe that one in particular is not for you, okay? All right, so this person might be older than you. Like we previously mentioned, this person might be the same age or just like a little bit older, not by a lot, I don't think. We have the Page of Wands. This person is very, very passionate. Knight of Pentacles. It's very interesting because we have the Knight of Pentacles over here. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse over here. So I feel like that's talking about the same type of things, which is this person is a very slow moving person. A little bit of that Taurus energy, okay? This person is, I feel like with the Pentacle cards, we have the Ten of Pentacles as well. Like, see, Capricorn, we do have that. So wow, even the signs kind of correlates with the tarot cards, because we have the Sagittarius with that fiery signs, and then the Capricorn with the Pentacle signs, that earthy signs. So and then over this one, Neptune, it correlates with this. All right, so with Knight of Pentacles and then the Knight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands is like that passionate going for things, like very passionately, right? But having that reverse means this person is withholding a lot of their passion. They don't really show it. It's very much like that Knight of Pentacles energy. They don't make a move until they're sure of themselves, and until they're sure that they'll get something in return, that practical energy, right? Something tangible. They'll see like the goals within reach. Then that's when they will make that move. Otherwise, they will take a lot of time just planning things out, planning how to make their move, how to maximize their effort, how to maximize their gain with the least amount of effort. Right? The Magician is also that. It's about manifesting, right? This person might be slightly manipulative because of the Magician in reverse. They might be a little bit manipulative. They but the thing is, because they have this companion angel and child nature. So this manipulation, I don't even think you're gonna feel like you're being manipulated. They're very skilled, like almost passive aggressive a little bit, like I'm feeling a little bit. You don't feel like you are falling into their trap. So they'll for example, because they're very slow moving, so they might you might be the one that's making that first move, but really they kind of manipulated you into making that first move, that type of energy. Okay. Magician also, it's that manifesting energy. The Mercury, it's governed by the Mercury planet, and having this reverse, I feel like this person kind of bottle up a little bit. They don't really tell you what they're thinking. You might have to guess a little bit, because that Capricorn energy a little. So you have to guess. They don't tell you everything. All right. Again, we talked about that Taurus energy as well. Also with the Magician in reverse, they believe that they have to work hard for their things. They whatever they manifest, they actually did it themselves. Does that make sense? Like, they don't believe in being handed things just without any effort. They believe in getting things through with their own hands, right? Having the Four of Wands in reverse, they like things. Okay, this is very interesting. I get both energies, okay, because we have the Capricorn and the Sagittarius. So take what resonates for you. For some of you, your person might be they love changes. They don't like things. They don't like to settle down. They don't like being stably like doing things one way and not the other. But at the same time, it is the Four of Wands, and no matter how you do it, it's like Four of Wands, the same type of thing. So it's like very stable, doesn't change, that Capricorn energy, right? Very, very stable. But again, Four of Wands in reverse, so then that celebratory energy is still there, but kind of hidden. Same thing, just like this Magician or the Knight of Wands, right? This kind of like, I feel it correlates. They have a lot of passion, but hidden. This is very Capricorn. They look very icy on the outside, very serious on the outside, but then deep down inside, they're a volcano burst with passion. That's like the type of energy I get over here. But the Four of Wands reverse, I feel like a little bit of that Sagittarius energy, where they love freedom. They don't want to be tied down. Because Four of Wands is also a marriage card. So your person might not be ready for a relationship, or they're ready for a relationship, but they're not ready for marriage. They don't want to be tied down. They don't want to have like a committed, maybe committed is not the right word. They don't want a stable, boring relationship. They want to enjoy their freedom. They want to that Page of Wands, they want to be able to explore different things, okay, still. And I think they're just not ready to be in a marriage yet. I just feel like that, like to be in, like responsible for somebody else's life type of things, okay? So like kids, responsibility. They want things to be free and fun. Ten of Pentacles, family, right? It's about family. But I feel a stronger vibe of that Knight of Pentacles, where they're more focused on their work. So relationship is important, but they don't want to be married. All right, they don't want to be married yet. Eventually that might be something that they're looking for. Okay, they do like that family vibe. They like, you know, be in a relationship, but they don't want to be settled. Okay, they don't want to get married yet. That's not attractive to them yet. That maybe that's the Magician type of energy a little bit as well in reverse, right? And then the Knight of Wands in reverse too. They're very passionate, but they don't want to get married yet. They want to focus their energy right now, right at this moment when you're watching this video, on their career. They feel like until they can have a steady income, a stable income, have enough money, okay, and afford things luxurious, and afford kids, like, you know, kids is a lot of money. So until they can afford that, they don't want to get married or settled just yet. Page of Wands, that's a very young energy as well. So they don't want to get married yet. They want to have that freedom. They want to be able to explore, to be passionate about whatever they're passionate about, and just go after that, chase that, doing things more spontaneously. Yep. And spontaneously, yes, slowly but steady with a plan. Okay. So now we have all these three cards is talking about the same thing. Your person loves to go out in nature. Pentacles, like, look at this. This is like nature in like grass field, right? So is this one. This is kind of like in the grass field as well, right? Dancing around. Your person might be slightly boring. They don't like to celebrate things a little bit, but you know, if the Capricorn energy is stronger, that might be the vibe. Or they're just very super Sagittarius. Okay, they love to party. The Page of Wands. Okay, so your person loves to help people, whether they're that Sagittarius, like fire energy, or the earthy energy. They're just a very compassionate person, sympathetic person. They probably do a lot of charity work, right? They are very loyal. Okay, they're committed. I just meant like they don't want to be settled. Okay, they'll most likely with this, they don't want to hurt anyone, so it's not likely that they'll get themselves into like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parties situation. Okay, no, I feel like at any given time they'll be committed to one person, but they just don't want to get married yet. They're very angelic, like they're a great companion. You love being with them. When you are with them, you either feel like very happy, lots of freedom, or you just feel very, very safe, right? The Capricorn Taurus energy. They love to go outside. They love to travel. Sagittarius is like that very traveling energy. They're very philosophical. They love to explore ideas, wisdom, understand things. This is governed by Mercury. So even though the Magician card is in reverse, if you really like, sit them down and say, just talk to me about things, they will tell you, okay? But it's just like you need to do a little bit of digging, because they're probably not gonna just tell you how they feel directly and right away. They will tell you about their thoughts, right? This wisdom, knowledge stuff that you can communicate with them about those, or about work, okay? But something about their emotions, they're a little bit not very familiar with that, because look, we have no cups energy over here, right? So they are not very good at communicating their emotions. All right. But they're very, very loving. They'll do it through action. They'll like pamper you with like breakfast in bed or something, or they'll like do a lot of charity work. They will donate things to homeless or the people in need, or dogs, animals, or something like that. They'll volunteer things, but they're just not very good at expressing their emotions. Neptune, they do see things more dreamy, okay? They're very dreamy. They have, you probably can't tell, okay, from their outer appearance, but they might be very, very dreamy. They sometimes would, sometimes I feel that they might hide. If things get really, really complicated, sometimes they need a lot of time alone and just need to hide out, okay, and settle things, because they're overwhelmed by their emotions, but they're not very good at communicating it. And so they just it's like, leave me alone, and I need like time for myself, and they just like lock themselves, okay? So like I said, if you really want to know how they feel, you might have to do a little bit of digging. Maybe you have to share your feelings and all that stuff before they would share theirs. So that's that. But also at the same time, your person might also take what resonates, okay? So this is one or the other, or a combination. So your person might also have Neptune in Capricorn or Neptune in Sagittarius. If they have Neptune in Capricorn, they'll be a lot more practical. They'll be a lot more logical. They won't see things in a rose glass, okay? Rosy glasses. They'll see things more in a practical way. The Neptune energy of like that dreamy, impractical energy will be a lot weaker because of the Capricorn. However, if the Neptune is in Sagittarius, then they would actually, not that it'll amplify it, but actually they will amplify that just a little bit, because Sagittarius is also governed by Jupiter, and it's very fiery energy, right? So they might amplify it just slightly with like a lot of passion. They'll see things more dreamy, more things like dreamy, like rosy colored, like but it's more like when they're alone. I still don't think that you'll see that when through normal interaction. It's like there's secret sides, okay? And you might see it when they do like these compassionate things, or maybe, like I said, when you do a little bit of digging, then that Neptune dreamy side might come out, okay? If they might tell you like, my dream is whatever. All right, over here, disappointment in some affair, great personal sorrow. We have success, March. Okay, Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. They're very, very passionate, okay? They're very sexual. You might find this person very charismatic. You might find this person super sexy. You are deeply attracted to this person sexually, and they are to you as well, because we have a lot of that wands energy, fiery energy. Okay, you can't, when you guys are together, you can't get your hands off of each other. This person's very successful, either in their work or just like, I feel like this success is more like in their interpersonal skill. Okay, people love to be with them because they do a lot of charity work. We have the 10 of Pentacles as well. Their family, they have very good relationship with their family and their friends. They all love them a lot, okay? And children also love them because animals love them too. They're just like that, very angelic. They have awesome personality. I feel like the success is about their personality. Okay, yeah. And you know, the Sagittarius people are just very lucky in general too. So like they always have success in doing things. They might have a lot of like obstacles and stuff like that, but usually things will just work themselves out magically. I know they don't believe that, but it happens. Okay, so if the Sagittarius energy is a lot stronger, then it's just like things magically work themselves out, even though they believe that they should work, you know, use their hands and their own hands to attain things. But it's just like they're just very lucky in general. Or if the Capricorn energy is a lot stronger than the Magician, then it's like kind of corresponds with it a little bit more, which is like they believe manifesting things is like through their own ability and effort. Okay, now they actually experience a lot of like sorrow, okay, tears. I also feel like with this teardrops, it's just that Neptune energy, and then over here the companion, the angelic, and the child nature energy, which is that you don't see this emotional side of them very often. So unless you are very, very, very close to them, then they'll expose their vulnerable side a little bit more. But I don't think like you'll see that very normally. You might see it like once every like few years maybe. Okay, disappointment in some affair. I think they're not afraid of cutting out people that no longer serve them. They are not afraid to even though they're very angelic and very companion, but if people that they feel like are not very trustworthy, are not very much worthy of their time, they are not afraid to just cut these people out of their life forever. And yeah, so they could be very, very decisive at times and very cold as well. Like I said, the Capricorn, very serious thing, but I mean deep down inside they're a volcano. But with the Sagittarius and the Capricorn, they're not afraid to just cut people out. Okay, March, we have a timeline for pile number 3 people. If you watch this when I upload this video, then that could be the next March, okay, that you'll be meeting this person. Okay, let's see if we have any more information over here, and then we can decipher this March card a little bit more. We have abundance and perfect timing. All right, so you might meet this person when you feel abundant. So that abundance could mean that when you're financially abundant. Okay, so maybe if you're feeling a little bit financially unstable right now, then when you feel abundant financially, I feel like your self-confidence is going to boost, and that's when you'll be able to meet this person. And because this person loves to work too, so you might be meeting this person through work, or when you make money, right? However way you're making money, you might be meeting this person during when you're making money. So that's that abundance. But this abundance could also mean like when you feel very spiritually abundant. Okay, could also be when you feel abundant about yourself, that self-love, feeling abundant of love. that's when you'll meet this person. Now, perfect timing, I feel like the universe is working out of the perfect timing for you. And I feel like this is very interesting because we have March, and maybe March is when that timing is going to come, when that timing is right for you. So you want to watch out for March of next year. If you read lunar calendar, if you know how to read lunar calendar, if you don't, you can Google it could be the lunar calendar as well of March. Okay, lunar calendar usually it's like a month behind the sun calendar, okay, the solar calendar that we follow now. So next March is that solar calendar, but if it's the lunar calendar, then it might be in April, around April, maybe Mayish. You have to look it up. I'm not sure exactly the lunar calendar, but that could be that's one of the messages. Okay, and what else? Let's see. It could also, I'm also getting a message where you might have met this person this year in March, okay? But you guys are just friends. You guys are just nothing really developed yet. Like I said, this person is very, very slow at making their move because it's the Knight of Pentacles, very slow. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Again, confirmation of this person being very slow at making their moves. So you might have met this person back in March already, but this person is trying to find the perfect timing to make their move. They're just like thinking about like how they should do certain things, how planning things out, just like making a lot of like just very slow. So you might have met this person in March already of this year, or like I said, the lunar calendar. So maybe that would be like April or Mayish. So between that time period, March to Mayish of this year, you might have met this person already, but this person is just very slow at making their move. So you guys are like kind of like in a relationship, but not really, kind of like in a situationship or whatever, or just friendship, whatever you want to call it. And so if you want to speed things up, maybe you have to make a little bit of that move, or this person just trying to find that perfect timing, or you can wait until the universe makes that perfect timing, but you might have to wait until next March or April or May before you might see something transpire. All right, so but if you want to speed that up, then maybe you might have to be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, for pile number 3 person, let me know how this resonates with you. You can do it by leaving in the comment section below, or anything that you want to share with me, you can put it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video. And if you want to turn on that notification bell, you can get notified whenever I have new readings up. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Pile number 4, finally. All right, so we'll take a look at your tarot card in a little bit. We'll do shuffling first. So for pile number 3, yeah, I didn't want to take so many, but you guys keep having a lot of cards falling out, so yep, that's why I decided just to take it. We have average, we have stubborn, we have street smart. I feel like pile number 4 has a combination of other groups' energy. It's very interesting. Okay, we have the Fool, we have the 9 of Swords, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the 7 of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. And then over here we have Scribe, we have Visionary, we have Dilettante, and then we have Child Divine. Dang. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special. Wow. Okay. Over here we have Sagittarius, we have Neptune. These 2 cards fell out for pile number 3. And then over here we have Taurus, which is very, very similar. The signs over here very similar to pile number 3. So I feel like there's a little bit of pile number 3 people maybe might have like is checking this one out. Maybe a little bit of pile number 1-ish, maybe. Okay, Taurus. Now we have a bunch of cards falling out for this, the T1 too. So we have Rat, we have Wreath, we have Fly, we have Fox, we have Coins, we have Arrow, Knot, Lightning, Heart, and Feather. How should I do this? Here. Okay. There you go. Okay. These are your timing cards, so we'll take a look at those in a little bit. All right, so for number 4, you have average, stubborn, street smart, perfectionist, and younger than you. I do feel like this younger energy, okay, because we have the Knight of Cups and then we have the Fool. So if it's not younger than you, then they would maturity wise, okay, so they could be the same age or maybe a little older than you, but they might feel very childlike or childish like, okay. Knight of Cups, we do have the Knight of Cups there, and then the Ace of Cups. So they're full of love. They are full of love. They're very loving. Sometimes, okay, for some of you, because we do have the Sagittarius as well, your person might feel like a little bit of that player vibe or playgirl vibe, okay, a little bit of that. But it's just that they, I think they're very charismatic, okay? This is like the Prince, Knight of Cups is the Prince Charming card. So because they're, or Prince Charming or Snow White, okay? Since it's a general reading, so it could be either that or, you know, either or. But because they're very, they're very charismatic in their own way. Maybe because they know how to talk. They know how to use their words very well. Maybe they're just very they know how to emotionally fulfill someone, okay? So they can make their partner very, very happy, very feel very, very loved, okay? So because of that, this person might make a lot of people feel like they're in love with them. Does that make sense? So they could be very, very devoted to one person and all that stuff, but then they're very thoughtful and caring and gentle to everyone around them, and hence a lot of people might fall in love with them. Okay, so hence the title playgirl or playboy. And if they are like a playgirl or a playboy, they could, because they have that type of energy. But then at the same time, if they have enough self-control, they can be very, very devoted to one person. So it really depends on your person, okay? Because we do have the Neptune in Sagittarius. So if they're not ready to settle, they'll definitely be the player type, okay? Because we have the Fool. They're very curious. They're ready for a lot of adventure. They're at the beginning of their life stage. They always feel like there's more to explore. Okay, so as in the Ace of Cups, right? Lots of like new energy. So your person might have a heavy energy of that. Just watch out for it. It is your next relationship, okay? But I mean, when you are with this person, if you're not looking for like a long-term commitment, I definitely think this is a really great person to be with, because you are going to feel every day you are swimming in a pool of love, okay? You would feel like a lot of fun with this person, very, very adventurous, very, very just like lots of love, okay? Yep, that kind of energy. So 7 of Wands, standing up for what you believe in. This person stands up. They would stand up for what they believe in. So if you fight with them about certain things that they believe very, very strongly about, that there's that stubborn card, they are going to fight you until the end, okay? So we do have the Sagittarius, so they're very philosophical. They're full of wisdom. They have a set of, and Taurus, we have the Taurus, even more stubborn, okay? They have a set of ideas that they believe in, that they live by. So if you challenge that, they are going to fight you to the end, okay? They're going to stand for what they believe in. And so if you are part of their belief, that they believe you are the only person for them, you are the only person that will bring them happiness, then they're going to fight that to the end as well. It won't matter what the other people say. So the combination of this card, then you are going to be the happiest person in the world, right? But if they don't believe, if they don't feel like they feel like you're only in their life temporarily, you're not probably the person for them for life, then you will definitely feel a little bit of that player vibe, hot and cold, right? Because we do have the 8 of Cups over here. Sometimes they're going to leave you hanging a little bit, emotionally unfulfilled, and you're like wondering what is happening, but at the same time, but then when they come back, they're going to be very emotional, very loving, okay? So there might be a little bit of that energy, all right? Your person has a Knight of Swords. Your next relationship, your person has a nine of Swords. 9 of Swords, your person might have a little bit of anxiety, okay? At times they might have insomnia. They might not be able to sleep, or Sagittarius is full of energy, so maybe they don't need a lot of sleep. That's another possibility as well. Taurus, they love to work, okay? So maybe they rather spend a lot of time working instead of sleeping. That's one of the things. But 9 of Swords, your person might have also a tendency of depression. So take how it resonates, because it might not be that, okay? They might just be, having a little bit of insomnia, or sometimes a little bit of anxiety. But with that perfectionist card, if your person's perfectionist, then I definitely think the Nine of Swords might accompany that. Okay, if your person is not that, then this message is not for you. But if your person is a little bit of a perfectionist, OCD, then they might have a little bit of anxiety. Everything needs to be perfect. They might have insomnia because they can't sleep. They're constantly, there's thoughts constantly running in their minds. There's things that they think that they have to do, the things that they need to do, have to do, want to do, all that stuff, right? And also depression. This person, because they're perfectionists, if anything that does not go their way, they might be very depressed. So they might have a little bit of a mood swing as well. Eight of Cups. So sometimes when they leave you hanging a little bit, and it's not because of you, it might be because their emotion is running high, okay, up and down a little bit, so they need a little bit of time alone on their own. So if that's like, I guess it's a good and bad things, okay. They're very charismatic. Definitely charismatic, stand up for what they believe in. They're very, very smart. Because they're very smart, I feel like a lot of the smart people definitely suffers anxiety or depression because they're just because they want to be this perfectionist. They have all these things running in their mind, okay? So your person's super smart. We do have that carefree, the Fool card. You might not see it, okay? They might not present it because we do have the Sagittarius. So you might not see that when you first meet them, but when you get to know them more, when they start to open up to you a little bit more, they might reveal this side to you a little bit, okay? So now it's your decision if you want to take this person, if you can handle that, okay? It is a little bit of, it's a decision on your part because dealing with people with a little bit of mood swing and depression and anxiety, it sometimes could be very hard. So love will conquer it all. So if you're like, that sounds horrible, nah, pass, then it's really hard to say though, you know. Sometimes we think like we want this perfect person, but perfect does not exist. And also when you first meet this person, you don't even know about this side. And when you are halfway in, you started to invest a little bit more of your energy into this person, and you realize they have these, and then you're gonna think like your love is going to conquer everything, and you can help them with everything, with the problems and that kind of thing. So I definitely think never say never. That's one of the messages over here. But yeah. This person might seem like a perfect person for you. Perfectionist, perfect in every way, but there's going to be flaws. So that could be one of their flaws, okay? This person is we have a scribe, so they're a writer. They also can be very, very knowledgeable. Again, the Sagittarius card, very, very wise. Okay, they have a lot. They probably read a lot. They know a lot of things. They're quite stubborn. Once they set their goal, they will like work very hard for it, okay, towards it. But we do have the Fool energy. Sometimes they might, and then the Sagittarius energy. So sometimes they might if the excitement fades, they might want to move on to something that's more exciting again, okay? So they might change their mind quite often. I do feel slightly Gemini energy, but not that much, but a little bit, okay? We do have the Neptune, so a little bit of that Pisces energy as well. Your person might have Taurus and like Neptune in Taurus or Neptune in Sagittarius. What does that mean? If it's Neptune in Taurus, then this person will be a lot more practical. It'll actually cut out a little bit of that dreamy vibe, okay, or sacrificing vibe. It'll weaken that that a little bit, okay? But if they're in Sagittarius, it might amplify it just slightly. They might be very for whoever they love, they will really sacrifice. Like I said over here, Seven of Wands. Once they decide that you are this person for them, they would actually sacrifice for you. They would sacrifice a lot of their ideals, a lot of their beliefs for you. But the thing is, it might take a little bit of time, okay? It will take a little bit of time for that to happen. Sagittarius, they might I think they love to travel, okay? They love to work. They have very high ideals in regards to money. Money will make them feel safe and very practical. Okay, visionary. So I feel like your person might work in some kind of job where being a visionary is possible or necessary. We do have this dilettante, okay? Dilettante, it says it's delights in the arts without having to be a professional. So your person might have art, be very artistic, and it's a hobby of theirs. So they might work in something that's completely unrelated to art. So it could be like, I don't know, banker, accountant, a lawyer, because they're a visionary. So like maybe somewhere in the technology field or medical field, okay? And then they have art as their a hobby of theirs, and they might be able to even make a little bit of money with their art because they're very artistic. Maybe writer is also art, so maybe they write on their side as a side job. But I feel like as an artist, they could be a visionary as well, because they write a lot of things. Like they see things in their mind and then they write it out. Okay, so the combination of these three, they could be like a script writer, they could be a book writer, like an author. Writer, okay, some sort of like storyteller. Child divine, they're very closely connected to divine. So they might be religious, they might be very spiritual. If they're not religious, they're very spiritual. They do believe in higher power, they believe in spirituality, they believe in the universe and higher power and all that stuff. They do believe that, and that Sagittarius vibe, it's a little bit of that, okay? And Neptune, because it is the Pisces, which is the guardian house is the 12th house, which is about spirituality, right? So there's they might be very drawn to spirituality or the universe, or tarot cards, something mysterious. They might be drawn into that. And that Nine of Swords, I do feel a little bit of that too, because in this particular deck, look what is hovering above. Oh, actually the hovering above is just the Eight of Swords person, but like from far away, I feel like this is Maria, like Mother Maria. Okay, so because I do get that a little bit of that vibe, so I do feel like they might, this visionary thing is like they might be clairvoyant. They might be able to sense things ahead of time and maybe avoid it. Because we do have the Sagittarius, which is governed by Jupiter, which is about expansion, but about luck as well. So they're very lucky persons. A lot of the times, a lot of obstacles would just be removed if they do encounter one or problem. Somebody will come into their rescue and help them with stuff. But again, like the clairvoyant thing, so they might have very active third eye. They could see things ahead of time and avoid things as well. Okay, so let's take a look at over here. We have someone working against you behind your back. So a little bit of that backstabbing energy, okay? The Knight of Swords, the next one is the Ten of Swords. This feels like a Ten of Swords to me. So this person might have experienced a lot of like betrayals and backstabbing. But they're optimistic. Like again, I said, a few of you might have. This is like a combination of like pile number 1 and 3 energy, just slightly, okay, slightly. So I might be repeating a few things that I said in pile 1 or 3. So, but this person, even though they experience a lot of bad things, they are pretty optimistic. Okay, they're okay. They'll like let it go. They're like, okay. And also because they believe in higher power. So even though they've been backstabbed or they've been wronged, they believe that, you know, karma, justice will be served, and that like they don't need to really do anything. They'll let it go, but eventually bad people will be punished for things that they've done. Okay, and then we have over here sorrow over a loss. I do feel like this is very similar energy again, that somebody, okay, a period of ill health and okay, sorrow over loss. So they've experienced a lot of disappointments, okay, and type of heartaches, okay, and maybe that's the reason why I really do feel for them to stand up for you, to fight for you. It will take a lot of time, and I feel like it's because of this. They've been backstabbed, they've been wronged, they've experienced a lot of heartaches, and so they definitely will observe you a little bit. So at the beginning, they would use this playgirl or playboy appearance as a cover, okay, as a cover to protect their heart, their sensitive heart. Because look, deep down inside, they're 9 of Swords. They're easily hurt. They have a lot of fears. Over here, hovering above, I thought it was Mother Maria. So, which, you know, because I do get that sense of Mother Maria right there. But at the same time, now taking a closer look, that's 8 of Swords as well. The lady with the 8 of Swords being blindfolded. And so like they have a lot of fear. They're scared of getting hurt again. Okay, so they sometimes I feel like they escape with the 8 of Cups. They escape from things when it gets really tough, or that the Fool energy, like, okay, let's just try something new. Maybe this is not going to work out. I just want to escape. Okay. We do have over here the Fly, a period of ill health and depression. This is the 9 of Swords. So now this is the confirmation that your person might be suffering a little bit of depression or anxiety. Maybe now that you've met them, they might be overcoming that, but it will come and go. It will come and go. 8 of Cups, come and go. So that's there. Yeah. I mean, who does not? I even have like a little bit of that, you know, depression at times. And, you know, I feel like nowadays everyone does. All right. So Fox, over here, we have shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Taurus energy, they are very, very smart. They are very resourceful. Taurus is governed by the 2nd house, which is finance and resources. Okay, so they're very good at organizing resources. Okay, especially their own resources, i.e., financial, money. So they might be an entrepreneur. Okay, they love that challenge. Okay, they love challenges. 7 of Wands, they love challenges. So they might be an entrepreneur, visionary, right? They're very good at like they love to work. So if they're not an entrepreneur, they love working, and I don't feel like they're the type of person that would stay at a job that they don't love. That would be more that Sagittarius energy. Even if they don't love it, they love money. Okay, so if they work, they stay there because they have really good high pay job. They would stay there and they would learn to love that job because it's very high paying. Coin, right? Coins, we just said that. Money will come to you. So it's very much Taurus energy. They love money. They work because they love money. Money is very, very important to them. So they gain a sense of safety when they are feeling financially stable. So definitely if it's a job that they don't love, they will work it because it's a higher pay. Like and again and then they would make whatever they love as a side job. Okay, so maybe they're very artistic, so then they would do their artsy stuff on the side. Over here we have arrow. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. This person right now is working towards their life goal, their life purpose. Okay, they are on their way to their life purpose. We do have the child divine over here, right? So they are on the right path. So I feel like for pile number 4, your person might also be there's a reason for you guys to meet. Okay, there's maybe something for you to learn from this connection. I know they, sometimes some of their faults or flaws, you're like, I don't know, but there's something to be learned. Okay, and I think if you can overcome that, this is going to be a very good, a very, very divinely guided relationship. Okay. Over here, not unsuccessful plans. Okay, I feel like this is very much connected to that wreath and rat energy. So they've experienced a lot of like disappointments, on failures. Okay, but they're not afraid to pick themselves back up and try again. That fool's energy and defending what they believe in, right? And then over here we have control your anger or you'll be sorry. So this is a little bit of that Aries energy. Okay, so they do get mad quite easily. They have a shorter fuse, perfectionist, and then combined with the 9 of Swords, so they might have a short fuse. Okay, they might have a short fuse. So when you get to know this person, you might want to know what gets them, what's their button, and try to avoid it. Okay, don't be naughty and just like, I want to like see what's their bottom line, and just keep testing it. They have pretty short fuse, so you don't want that. Want them to be angry at you. Okay. But I feel like with the lightning card as well, though, they might have a short fuse, but their anger comes and goes very quickly. They're not the type of person that will hold grudges. Taurus might be just slightly, but at the same time, not really. Okay, because they have more things, more practical things. Money is more important, so they're very practical. So if something that doesn't serve them, if they can't get anything from it, they're not gonna put too much focus on it. And then the Sagittarius, the Wands energy. So even though they get mad very quickly, they'll forget it pretty quickly, and then they'll get over it very quickly as well. Okay, so that's a good thing. Over here we have Feather. Someone is dependable and undependable and insincere. All right, so it's okay. And then the last card is love, deep affection, and caring. I feel like with these 2 cards is speaking of this Knight of Cups energy. All right, so someone is and then Sagittarius, I feel like they're very forgetful at the same time. They might promise you something and then they'll forget. Okay, a little bit of that flaky energy, unless it's in regards to their work. Okay, Sagittarius and Taurus both, unless it's about work, a lot of things they might forget. If you don't remind them, they'll forget about that. Okay, they're going to be like, if they have a date with you, you probably want to remind them. If you made plans like way ahead of time, so now you might want to remind them a little bit before that. Okay. And then we have over here the loving energy, the playgirl, playboy. I feel like at the beginning they're going to they'll remember everything, because you're still in that honeymoon phase, so everything is going to be like lovey-dovey and stuff like that. But when you get to know them a little bit more, they are still very loving and affectionate and caring, but they are going to reveal the real them, which is if it's nothing in regard, if it's nothing like to, I'm not saying that you're not important, but to them, like making money is more important. People that they don't really know that they need to put up a good front, okay, put up a good image in front of these people, then they feel like those are more important, and so they will definitely remember those. But for other things, they're just gonna be pretty forgetful, okay? They're gonna be pretty forgetful. Neptune, they're going to be in their like constant dreamy phase, okay? And so they sometimes might not even know, like, oh, did I really I said that, and they forgot about that already. All right. Maybe that's why, like over here, the childish, remember earlier we said this person has a childish behavior. Younger than you can be age younger than you, or they're just childish, less mature than you. And so that's why over here sometimes you feel like this person is undependable, and the player type, which is insincere, like, do you really mean what you mean? Okay, the hot and cold energy, a little bit of that as well. Okay, they meant to say what they say, oh, I'll call you, but then sometimes, okay, I got another message over here, which is the feather, like this about independent and sincere. Sometimes their depression or their anxiety might get the best of them, okay? So then they need to concentrate more on themselves to heal themselves, to make themselves feel better. So then they might be a little flaky that way as well, okay? Maybe that's why sometimes they'll have like a shorter fuse, they get mad at things, but it really is because they're getting mad at themselves. It's not about you, it's them. So I know, like, the way I'm explaining this, you're just like, this is a horrible person. But no, again, I feel like there's something to be learned about this, and there's something, this is like maybe a divinely guided thing for you to learn something. And if you guys can work things out, because no relationship is easy, no relationship is perfect. There's things that you need to put effort, and you need to put in work for it. And I feel like if you guys could overcome this is going to be quite nice. You're gonna feel a lot of love from this person, and you're gonna feel a lot of like happy, like that adventurous energy. And you might be, when you get old, I feel like you might be able to like travel together, and because this is like a constant, like Ace of Cups and Fool's energy, right? So like constant renewal of like new energy. So if you are the type of person that needs a lot of like variety and that kind of things, this person might be a really good person for you. And they are a perfectionist, so they will try to make things the best they could, okay? But sometimes, you know, being a perfectionist might backfire. You have way too much things in your head that you can't remember, and you become undependable and you know, flaky at times. All right, so let's take a look at when you will meet this person. We have ask for help from others, we have be assertive, we have remain positive, and then we have yes. Like I said earlier, I feel like this yes card is this divinely guided thing. Yes, with an exclamation mark, right? Ask others for help. Don't you feel like they are like divine counterparts? Like, look at the picture. And then ask for help from others. So I feel like you might meet this person through friends, okay, through other friends, or maybe like when you go out partying, this is like through common friends or through friends of a friend, or you know, that type of things. Okay, so this is how you will be able to meet this person. So like timeline wise, this is whenever you will go out, okay? So don't stay at home, don't be a hermit. Go out and have fun. Over here is be assertive. Number 4, you might be like a little bit of shy. Again, I think pile number 1 might have gotten this. So you want to be assertive. You might be a little bit shy, okay? You want to, you will be able to meet this person when you are more assertive. So if this person is being hot and cold and being like flaky and being all that stuff, you need to tell them, yo, that's not cool. I need you to be more dependable. I need you to be whatever. So for pile number 4, before you become this more assertive person, like you can speak your mind and not feel like bad about it, this is when you'll meet this person. Or this, I actually feel like this also could be a message where, because we do have this divinely guided message that when you meet this person, this is one of the lessons that you're going to learn with this person, is being more assertive. You're going to be able to speak up a little bit more about what you want to say. And then over here, remain positive. So for pile number 4, I feel like some of you guys might be single for a very long time, and you probably are feeling like giving up already, but this is telling you to remain positive because this person is coming. And also this remain positive card, I do get a feeling that I kind of repeated earlier, like, oh my God, this is a horrible person. After you hearing what I said about this person, like the traits about this person, you're like, oh my goodness, no. And so this is telling you to remain positive, because these are just a few things I've laid out about this person. And obviously there are a lot more about this person that you need to discover. And so remain positive. This is just a few things that I said about this person, and there's still a lot of good qualities about this person as well, right? So once you get to know this person, you might really fall madly in love with this person, really. And so it's telling you to remain positive. This person is coming, and if you actually reject this, you might be single for a little bit longer, right? For a little bit. If you feel like that's perfectly fine and there's nothing wrong being perfect, and you actually enjoy your singlehood, then that's okay. That's perfectly okay. And but if you do want to be in a relationship, okay, you got to remain positive. Feel that positive energy, law of attraction, right? And I feel like maybe you might be a little, I know some of the qualities that I said you might possess a little bit, because I do feel a little bit now, like I'm feeling a little bit of that mirroring energy over here. Okay, a little bit of that mirroring energy. You might be very similar to this person as well. So maybe this is how you are going to feel guided to this person, because you feel very attracted to this person because you have very similar quality. And you know what, and all the stuff that I just mentioned about this person, you would actually understand, because you are very similar in many different ways, or in many of the same ways. All right, so that's what I feel for pile number 4. Let me know how this resonates with you. You can you can leave your comments in the comment section below, or just anything that you want to share with me, you can leave in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video if you like them. And you can turn on the notification bell so that you would be notified for future readings. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.